Hey guys, FNAF 22 here with our video, and in today's video, we are back with the Five Nights at Freddy's plushie comparison. Now, if you guys didn't know, this is a little mini series we're doing on the channel. We have already made 2 different videos, and what we do is we take different FNAF characters, we do 5 characters per video, and we rank which company has given them the best version of themselves as a cute, marketable plushie. So in this series, we go with Funko, Jazzwares, Sanshi, U2s, and Hex to see which of these companies can give our favorite cuddly FNAF characters their best plushie. Now, if it doesn't completely make sense to you, you'll understand it the more we go on in this video, or you can go back and watch part 1 and part 2, which, if you haven't, what are you even doing here? Go back and watch them, and then come back and watch this one. Even though they don't all connect, we're doing different characters each video. So, for example, we did the FNAF 1 characters in part 1, FNAF 2 characters in part 2, and you would think we're moving on to the FNAF 3 characters, but I like to do characters that most of these companies have made. Not all of these companies have made all these characters, so unfortunately, we won't get 5 characters per round. Some will be 3, some will be 4, all that good stuff. But either way, in today's video, we're doing a mix of characters from FNAF 2, from FNAF 3, and from the golden age of FNAF that we've never even seen in a video game. Let's just jump in with our first character, the character that started it all. And for the very first character of part 3, we've got our boy, Fredbear. Now, unfortunately, Funko and U2s have never made a Fredbear plushie. I'm really surprised by both of them, honestly. But Jazzwares, Sanshi, and Hex have all made our very friendly psychic friend. So, we are going to rank these 3 plushies from worst to best, from 3 to 1, which is my favorite, which is my least favorite. And honestly, they're all very, very different. Jazzwares has a very unique take. It looks more of like a classic, Fredbear character. Sanshi's looks more of like a mix between Fredbear and Golden Freddy, and they have recently made a new Fredbear, but that thing is so ugly. I'm going to use the classic Fredbear for this ranking, and then of course Hex has more of like a mix between like a FNAF 1 and original Fredbear take. All of these guys look very different. They're all different shades of yellow. They've all got like different eyeballs. Hex's does come with a walkie-talkie accessory. This is a really hard one because I feel like all of these look good in their own right. But honestly, I think I'm going to go Jazzwares at number 3. So Jazzwares would be my least favorite. I'm going to go Hex at number 2. And I'm going to go Sanshi at number 1. I know Sanshi's is pretty basic. It's literally just their Golden Freddy plushie with a purple hat and purple bow tie. But Sanshi also has made my favorite Golden Freddy plushie of all time. So it's a little bit biased. But I just love theirs. It really gives off that like psychic little goofy guy. I just love it so much. There's not very many characters here to rank. But yeah, once again, Jazzwares 3, Hex 2, and Sanshi number 1. So hopefully this is making a little bit more sense now, but let's move on to a character that every single company has made. Let's move on to the main antagonist of the entire franchise. Let's move on to...
It's perfect. First I raised your brother. Now I raise you. Skibbity, my friend.
Not Springtrap just yet, but our boy William Afton, aka Spring Bonnie, aka the Yellow Rabbit. Now, every company has made a version of Spring Bonnie and or the Yellow Rabbit, and all of these look very, very different as well. You've got Funko, who has more of like the FNAF world-esque design. You've got Jazzwares that went with more of like a classic, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie duo, which I think this one and the Fredbear might still be prototype images, but for the most part, this is probably what they'll look like. And then Sanshi took a really, really interesting route, going with more of like a Chuck E. Cheese-esque design. This design looks more of like an original glitch trap, which is really weird, but it is supposed to be Spring Bonnie. It's literally called Spring Bonnie. Then we've got U2s, which once again went with more of like a basic design, and then Hex, which also has like a mix of the FNAF 1. So this is a very, very hard one. There are officially 5 Spring Bonnie plushies, and they all look very different from one another. Honestly, hear me out, guys. I think I'm going to put Sanchi at last place at number 5, just because it's so different than like the Spring Bonnie that we know of. It's so different from the Spring Bonnie that we see all the time. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit too different. If this was more of like a Glitch Trap plushie, this would look absolutely insane, but I don't know. Too Chuck E. Cheesy for me. I'm sorry, Sanchi. I'm going to have to put you at number 5. And then right after that, I'm leaning between these two, just because they're not my favorite. They're both a little basic. I think I'm going to go U2's at number 4, and I'll go Jazzwares at number 3, just because they're both, like I said, very, very basic. I just kind of like the Jazzwares color and like the eye color and all that stuff, just a little bit more than the U2's one. And then now for me, it's really down to Funko or Hex. Which one has made a better Spring Bonnie? Oh, this is really, really hard. I do like the accessory of the pizza cutter from Hex, but I do like the FNAF world design from Funko, and this is one of the better Funko plushies. You know what? I think, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Both of these look so good.
One eternity later.
I think I'm gonna go Hex at number 2, and I think I'm going to give the number 1 to Funko. I know Funko doesn't normally ball, but this plushie balled. This original version of Spring Bonnie looks so good. Once again, I know it's based more off of like the FNAF world design because it has like the little eyelash thingies, but either way, I just think this one looks so good, but Hex also looks so good as well. They're almost tied in my mind. I think they're both really good, but once again, Sanchi at number 5, U2 is at number 4, Jazzwares 3, Hex 2, and Funko number 1. Now let's move away from Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. Let's move away from these OG classic animatronics. Let's move into a character from FNAF 2 that we missed in the last part. One of the most popular FNAF characters of all time. Let's move into...
Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
And of course, I'm talking about the puppet and or the marionette. Now, unfortunately, Sanchi has never made a puppet plushie, which is insane. I feel like it would have looked so good based off all the original like FNAF characters that we got as plushies from Sanchi. I feel like a puppet would have looked amazing. So we've only got Funko with its weird latex mask. And then we've got a Jazzwares one, which is just the better version of the Funko one. We've got a U2's plush, and then of course the Hex with the gift box. Now this is a really hard one. I feel like most of these plushies look amazing, but easily for me in last place at number 4 is gonna be the Funko plushie. This thing is just absolutely dog water. I hate the stupid latex mask. For my videos, when I used to make plushie videos, we used literally a bootleg puppet plushie because we just hated this Funko one. Definitely number 4, one of the worst Funko plushies of all time. And then I think at number 3, I'm going to go Jazzwares. I actually really like this Jazzwares plushie. Like I said earlier, I feel like this is the better version of the Funko of the two. But unfortunately for these two companies, I just feel like U2's and Hex hit it out of the ballpark. So number 4, Funko, number 3, Jazzwares. And then this is really hard between these two because this is one of the plushies that the U2's face really looks good on. But I think I'm going to go number 2, U2's, and number 1, Hex. Obviously, Hex has the advantage of giving him, first off, the gift box, which is amazing, but giving him the most accurate puppet build. I just think the Hex version of the puppet looks so cool. U2's did make a similar puppet plushie that looks like this Hex one with like the bendable limbs. If I was using that one, U2's might have taken number 1, but since I'm trying to stick with like the basic chibi plushies, this is the one for U2's. I still really like this one. I love the hands that they actually gave him, like the little finger tentacles. But either way, Funko at number 4, Jazzwares 3, U2's 2, and Hex number 1. Overall, a pretty decent crop of FNAF plushies. Now moving on to yet another iconic FNAF character, but not the same iconicity as the puppet. Let's move on to one of the most iconic characters from the first FNAF movie. Let's move on to...
Hello there.
Wait!
Yeah, you heard me. We're talking about Mr. Cupcake, Carl the Cupcake, whatever you want to call him. It's the Cupcake from FNAF 1, and we've got a lot of different iterations here. Funko never really made an original FNAF 1 Cupcake. Their Cupcake was based off the toy Cupcake. So for theirs, we've got the FNAF movie Cupcake, which they made a few years ago, which is honestly a really nice plushie. It is a jumbo plush, and it does look really good. Then for Jazzwares and Sanchi, they've never made Cupcake plushies just because they're Chica plush plushies both hold the cupcake, so I've just got the mini little cupcakes that are attached to our chicas, so these ones are very like simplistic. Then for U2s, we've got a just traditional FNAF 1 cupcake. This one might have also been based off the movie, I don't really know for sure, but looks pretty good. And then for the Hex one, we've got once again just another FNAF 1 cupcake. The only big plus of this one is the jaw actually opens, and you can open the mouth and like store little things in there, so very, very cool concept, and of course, you know, works for the movie since the cupcake just loves to munch. So yeah, I think it's very simple to say one of these two are definitely going last. Like I said, they didn't get real plushies, and they probably never will just because they're already connected to their chicas, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're both nice little simplistic designs, but of course, they're not going to beat out the real cupcake plushies. So I think easily for me, Jazzwares is going to go number 5, and Sanchi is going to go number 4. I just think the Sanchi design is just slightly bit better, but once again, both of them are very, very basic, so nothing crazy to say. Now it's actually down to the 3 cupcake plushies. Now this is very, very hard for me because I feel like all of these look so good. I think I'm going to go ahead and put U2's at number 3. There's nothing really wrong with this plushie. I just feel like the Hex and the Funko look a lot better. So Jazzwares 5, Sanchi 4, U2's 3, and then it comes down to Funko and Hex. Both of these plushies look really, really good. Obviously, Funko's is a great design from the movie, as well as a jumbo plush, so it really, really looks nice. And then the Hex one is a more accurate plush for sizing. Looks great, and of course, it has an actual movable mouth. You know what? I think I'm going to go Funko at number 2 and Hex at number 1. I just love this Hex design for some reason. I don't really know why. I just think he looks so cool, and of course, the opening mouth is just such a great feature. I'm sorry, Funko, but Hex is going to take the cake. Or the cupcake.
Stop it. Get some help.
Alright, I'm sorry for the stupid pun. Let's just move on to the very last character of this video. Character number 5, a character who always comes back.
You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but...
I'm Springtrap. I have a knife. I stab. And it's nice.
And of course, we're ending on the real main antagonist of the entire franchise. We're ending on my boy, Springtrap. Now, unfortunately, we haven't gotten a Springtrap plushie from Jazzwares, but I'm sure we'll be getting one very, very soon since he's like the last, you know, iconic character they haven't really made. But unfortunately, for Springtrap being one of the most fan-favorite characters of all time and one of the biggest characters in the lore, he doesn't have a lot of good plushies. Obviously, we have the OG Funko plushie, which for its time was awful, and it still kind of is, but looking back, it is kind of a little goofy guy, and I do kind of like him for the fact that he looks so goofy, but obviously not a good plushie. Then we've got this Sanchi one that came out a few years ago, and I just don't like this guy. I mean, he's got a more accurate coloring than the Funko one, and he actually has the gray eyes. But for the most part, I really don't like this guy. He looks weird. And then we've got the U2's one, which overall is not a very bad plushie. It looks decent. And then we've got the Hex one, which also looks decent. His neck looks a little weird for some reason. And he has the Shadow Cupcake, so a very cool accessory. If you couldn't tell from my, you know, general basic reaction, Sanchi is going to be last place. Sanchi is taking the number 4 spot. Just an awful iteration of Springtrap. And following right behind that at number 3 is going to be Funko. Both of these two did not cook with Springtrap. I don't know what they did wrong. It really just comes down to U2's or Hex, and honestly, easy debate for me. I think U2's is going to go number 2, and Hex once again is going to take the number 1 spot. This is the most accurate and best looking Springtrap plushie we've gotten so far, and I love the accessory of like the Phantom or Shadow Cupcake, just a very like rare Easter egg in the FNAF games to be put into a mainline plushie. I just think easily, you know, Hex takes the cake with Springtrap here, and hopefully one day the gods up at Jazzwares will make an amazing Springtrap plushie. Please, Jazzwares, please give us something good. Please, these Funko and Sanchi ones are so trash. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you always be notified for when I drop another video. Let me know in the comments down below which character did you like best from each of these companies, as well as let me know if you guys would like to see a part 4, and if we do a part 4, which FNAF characters do you want to see in that part. It's getting really, really low on which characters we can use, just because a lot of these companies haven't made the same characters, but we might be able to skip a little bit in the future character and go towards like the sister location characters or the security breach characters. Since they're all pretty popular, most of these companies have made them. But once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, just let me know in the comments down below all those things, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.